Hi guys, it's Ray. So today I am just going to come on quick and do a quick unboxing as if I had ordered a junk journaling kit and the confetti kit from myself. Um, just so you guys can have a better idea of what's inside them, what yours are going to look like if you order. The last 2 days I put up the confetti video making and then the making of the ephemera packs. And then today they all went live, so I wanted to do a quick unboxing so you could see. So what I ordered for myself and what I'm going to hang on to for myself to use in my own journal so you can see is I got myself a bag of the confetti mix. I ordered myself one of the blue ephemera packs. And then I got myself one of the standard ephemera packs. I may also keep myself a green pack. I haven't decided yet, but I'm not going to open a green one today. So the colored packs are primarily geared towards that color. There will be some more neutral things. There'll obviously be other colors in paper and stuff, but primarily I pulled things based around those colors. They are packaged in an envelope. The envelope may be a little worse for the wear, but that's fine. It's still fully functional to go in a journal in some way, shape, or form. It comes with a little bonus sticker on the outside. The hang tag, which I used to denote which kits were which, could be reused, and whatever twine or string they're tied with, it's all usable. So I'm just going to go ahead and move you down and hopefully get you in a position where you can see what I have in each of these. I mean, if you watched the videos, you'll have some idea, but so this one happens to have a little book sticker. They're just assorted stickers. There's no, I just grabbed one at random, and these are just looped around, so they'll come right off. No double knotting, no tying. This is the blue pack. So there are certain things that every pack of a certain color, or overall for the most part, got, and then there's, you know, a wide variety. It's okay if the envelope's ripped a little bit. It's all still fully functional. These are 90-piece sets. I can pretty much guarantee you every single set has more than 90 pieces, though. So, envelope. And the envelope, the string, the little hang tag, the sticker, that doesn't even count in the 90. So, there's a ton of stickers and little bits of ephemera on top. So I'm just going to kind of flip through. Every kit's going to be different. Some of it's little different pieces of paper. This is where you're going to get some of the other color is in like the paper pieces. But there's vellum pieces. And some stuff is paper, some stuff is stickers. So you'll kind of have to look and see what's going to be paper and what's going to be a vellum or washi sticker. But this is tons and tons of ephemera bits, and some of it's little ticket style stuff. And admittedly, some of it's hard to tell if it's going to be a sticker or a piece of paper, so you're going to have to check. Some of the kits have these little like vintage lady stickers, which I think are fantastic. The blue, the green, and the red do have tickets. Regardless of how many of these tickets are in any given kit, this one happens to have a ton of them. But these you can use on the ticket side, you can distress them, or you can use the back side as just a little white to layer in or to color. But regardless of how many tickets went into any given kit, they only counted as one item. So don't be thinking, you know, I technically put 20 of these in here. No, I counted that as one item. This is a nice thick paper. More stickers. Some of it's like vintage advertising. Some of it's stamps. And then these are like a heavier card. Some stuff is double-sided, some stuff is single-sided. This is just a little like cameo. And every single one, again, is going to be different. So don't expect yours to look exactly like this. This is some solid cardstocks. Some of them have more paper pieces than others. Just an assorted variety. All in shades of blue. I'm sure there's more in here somewhere. You don't really use, once your signatures are in the book, you don't use big pieces of cardstock. And I will typically be like ripping them down even smaller and even distressing edges. So this one just happened to get a piece of a book page. There were very few of these in any of these kits of that particular style. And then this is something that every single kit is going to have. It's part of an encyclopedia, like a Collier's yearly encyclopedia. So there's 3 pieces of that. There's 1 piece of craft cardstock, I think, in pretty much every kit. I didn't include a lot of craft, even though I use a lot of craft, because craft paper is so readily available that pretty much everybody has some. A double-pieced receipt. This one happened to get 2, but most of them should have at least 1. A couple might have ended up with 2. It's just kind of neat for a different textured paper. Again, you can distress it, color it, do whatever you want with it. These are just a couple of torn book pages. It's kind of a weird book that I tore out, but it's all like food stuff. I don't even know if it was a book or like, I don't know. But a couple more pieces of cardstock. There's some printed cardstock. All of them in the colored kits will have some of the color, but this is where it's going to pull a lot of other color. And again, these can all be inked. Some of them are glittered. You can do whatever you want to these. You can even use the back side if you don't like the front. Unless it's double-sided, then you're going to have to like one side or the other. They all have just a coloring page. This you could actually color part of if you wanted to, or you could rip it and distress it. Most of them should have a couple pieces of like an actual pattern, so almost like a vellum paper. Some of it will be more heavy on the pattern, but just fun for some different texture again. There will be a couple of dictionary pages. Some of them will not even have definitions. Like I actually got a piece of the forward of the book. Some of them will have pictures, some won't. And these are actually pages from a children's dictionary, so these will be brighter colored and definitely heavier on pictures. And then into pattern cardstocks. Again, just small pieces because you're not going to use huge pieces. It's just to give you parts and pieces to pull from. Some of them may have like cut, rounded, edged pieces or smaller pieces. This is actually like a note card. And a larger piece. This has more browns, but it did have some blue in it. And this is an actual card. This one actually got 3 cards. 2 of the same. These you can actually use to build into your signatures or to just put on a page. You can even close the ends of them with a staple or whatever to make a pocket. You know, there's all kinds of things you can do with cards. If you build them into your signatures, you can cover the back side with paper to cover up the writing. You know, you could trim that down and cover it completely. So, cards. This is another card that actually has some writing on it. This one happens to say follow your arrow wherever it points, but it is a craft card. It actually has this cute little detail on the inside too, and a little feather on the back. So if I built this into a signature, I would probably cover that. So this would be pages of my actual journal. And then it has a couple of envelopes. The cards and the envelopes in the assorted kits aren't necessarily going to match up to one another because you're not using them as a card in an envelope. So those were not sets. But that was everything that came in this set. As you can see, definitely more than 90 pieces and a wide variety of stuff. I'm going to keep these, and as I'm working on my journal, because I'm going to get back to that, hopefully starting this week, I will have a journal video up. So, the random ones, the no color ones, have less cardstock in them and more of the random paper ephemera pieces and things like that. So this sticker happens to be these like vintage flowers. It's pretty cute. And I'm going to flip through this one much quicker. So these will be completely assorted colors. Like honestly, the pack these came out of, I ended up with 2 of them. So one of these packs went into the yellow kits and the other one went into this set. But these are all stickers or vellum paper. One thing that the blue pack didn't get, apparently, or at least mine didn't have, was any doily pieces. Most of the packs, I don't think the pink has doilies in it either, but a lot of the packs have like 1 piece of doily, and some of them might be a little crumpled, but you're not going to use a whole doily when it's a big one, so you're going to kind of like layer over pieces, so they're just pieces. These ones got a couple of each of the colors of the ticket that I had. And a big card. And a bigger envelope. Smaller envelope. A couple of random pieces of cardstock. Another larger card. Some more little pieces. So has a big piece of paper. we're back into that like core set thing. When I started these, each kit had like 20 pieces that I put in the envelopes before I started working on the color or whatever, except for the pink set. I did that the hard way. So like there was a core batch of stuff. Like they each got 3 random pieces of ephemera. I don't know if they all got a piece of paper or not, but I think they all got some other kind of paper, ephemera, whatever. They all got a craft piece, a couple of the book pages, one of the receipts, a couple pieces of the pattern, a couple of the encyclopedia pages, a couple of the kids' dictionary pages, one of the coloring pages, and I think 4 of the dictionary pages went in every single one. So pretty much no matter what kit you get, other than the doilies there, you can expect like these 20 things, you know, a random paper. It might not be this big of a paper, but that was like the core value start of the kit. So that was everything for a random kit. The confetti. I'm going to open this into one of my lids upside down because it's going to be everywhere. I was really stuck on pricing on these because a lot of stuff went into these to only end up with 20 batches at the end. But I kept these fairly heavy. They're all 4 1/4 or above ounces. And I see a lot of these confetti kits, people keep to like the 3 ounce mark. And after filling these ones, I kind of understand why. But I'm trying to keep my prices fair and in line with what other people are doing. But this is a huge variety of stuff. There's going to be like little cardboard pieces, paper clips. You're going to have beads and buttons. Binder clips, which are always handy for marking your pages. Same with the paper clips. This is some glass tiles. These two actually happen to be fused together. There's pearls, there's buttons, there's brads. There's photo corners. There's little gems to go in the centers of flowers or just to decorate. This is a charm, sequins. I highly recommend glue dots because you're going to want to adhere most of this stuff with glue dots. There's a ton of binder clips and paper clips and stuff. I use them all the time in my journals and my notebooks and all of that. There should be a bunch of flowers in every one. More charms, some square beads. Some of the beads are wood, some are not. You might get a random Scrabble tile, some little clothespins. Some will be decorated and bigger, some might be smaller. This one actually got several Scrabble tiles. Some really cute buttons. One of these funky little pom-poms. Some tiny flowers. Some smaller beads. Some assorted ribbon. This is like a clay flower. There's some faux druzy in here. Anything that could lend texture, basically. This one actually got a ton of these pom-poms for the fact that there weren't a lot of the pom-poms to start with. A wood piece. This was actually a really good batch, and I may switch it out for a different one. But we'll see. I feel like they're all a nice assortment, though. Every single one does have at least one tassel in it. That was one thing I was adamant about making sure everybody got one of. There are really tiny miniature fruit clay pieces in here. I'm not seeing any in this batch, but there's got to be some in here somewhere. But tiny clothespins. These ones I like for actually gluing into the book because they're somewhat thin. We're going to get to using some of this in a junk journal very soon here. So I'm going to scooch this out of the way and bag it all back up. But you'll see me working on my journals again soon here. This was my kind of lake one. But you can see where I've got paper in there, gems, some of the wood pieces. If you want to see how I created this journal, I do believe there is a video up for it. I forgot how pretty this actually is. I may actually put myself together a little mini kit and take this one to the lake with me this summer and work on it there. I haven't decided. Or I'll like make this my, you know, work on it Monday when we get home from the lake. But this one I did build and bind myself. I'm not the best at this. I mean, I'm not a master booksmith or whatever we call it. But that's why I kept a blue one, because I figured that stuff will work great in here. I do recommend that you don't use a lot of the thicker stuff if you're going to work in a like a composition book style journal. When I build these, I leave a ton of room. I mean, you can see how thick this end is compared to this end. That's so I can build and add thicker stuff to my pages. So I'm going to get back to doing these and start putting up at least a once a week video on working on a junk journal. I do have a binder clip in here. I like the binder clips also for like holding back to the pages you're working on. So, and I like just a simple elastic closure. But this is another place you can build a charm or something to hang from. A lot of people put a charm right in the spine. And I may at some point make some of those, we'll see. But that is it for this video. Again, I will get back to using these, and you will start seeing me put all of this stuff in there. My kits are available. There were only 20 of this to start, so if you want one, I'd recommend ordering soon. And then I had a total of 58 of the ephemera packs up for sale. I made 60. I kept 2 for myself. So across the entire color palette, that's what was available to start. Different numbers of different colors. So, but yeah, that is everything. And we're going to get back to some journaling very soon here, like this week or next week.